Before we get started on Rocket Racer, I just wanted to show off the car sets that we've unlocked over the past 3 episodes, because I was made aware that I hadn't actually been showing them off. And you just go through all the quick build options. There's one thing I would actually like to point out about these 3 cars. The quick build options are pretty acceptable, but there's one interesting one, which is Johnny Thunder's car set. Features bricks from... If we lift them up, you see we've got bricks from Basil the Batlord's car set. Due to the way that the game unlocks car sets, it's entirely possible to get Johnny Thunder's car set before you unlock Basil the Batlord's. And if you attempt to pick up the bricks when that happens, then the game will crash because it attempts to load bricks that you technically shouldn't have. I don't quite know why the game designers included bricks that they knew were going to crash the game. I think that might have been a case of... They might have been that they changed the mechanic for unlocking car sets and it was too late to alter the quick build, but I just thought I'd show that off. It's a little interesting little tidbit, and as I say, it's quite fun when it crashes your game. I'm mainly putting this in here because I suspect that the Rocket Racer recording is going to take quite a few takes. So anyway, see you in a bit. This is it. It is the final battle. We are back with LEGO Racers. I am TomTom94, and today we will take on the champion of champions, LEGO Racer himself. Let's jump right in. Now, one thing I would like to point out, I didn't actually show this off, but this screen here, you'll see all the AI have little animations that match their track. There are 4 different animations. One where they're standing up, one where they're looking from side to side, one where they're sort of shaking about a bit, and one where they stand and their shoulder drops. Rocket Racer has his own unique animation for this screen. None of the other AI racers can do that. He's actually got a unique animation where he shows off the power of his track. It does not mean he's the only champion to appear on the screen, but that does not mean that he doesn't have AI racers. He has 4 unique AI racers, and let me see if I can get through them this time without missing one. The Admiral, Gale Storm, Nova Hunter, and the Black Knight. Nova Hunter and the Black Knight are notable in that they use textures that have been available to use since the start of the game. The Black Knight armor, the Black Knight helmet, there's a space helmet with a green visor, and there's a particular guy who has a headset microphone. Those are Nova Hunter and the Black Knight. They appear here, and they have been available to you throughout the game. Gale Storm and the Admiral, their textures unlock over the course of the game. If I were to go and create a race now, I could create one that looked like Gale Storm, in spite of the fact I hadn't raced her. Just thought that was quite interesting. Now, Rocket Racer Run is a single circuit. You have one track, one race, and you have to win that race. If you win that race, then you beat the game. The racer that we're going to be using is a guy I've created called Sir Kitboard. He is, as you can see, a robot with a top hat and knight armor. I thought that was quite cool. His car, it may look a little cluttered, but I thought this was a cool idea. I created a car set using each car set in the game. There is 1 brick on there from every car set in the game. I'm fairly certain I didn't miss any, but I'm sure somebody, if I did, somebody will point that out and in the comments. But anyway, I thought that'd be quite cool. I have been practicing for this, so let's begin. Congratulations, you've proven yourself to be a true LEGO champion. But it's not over yet. There is someone waiting to meet you. Rocket Racer. At last, a worthy opponent. But if you want to be the best, then you have to race me on my own track. Are you ready? I'll be waiting for you at the finish line. I love that. Such a cool intro. Rocket Racer Run is a really unique track, and it's very important to explain why. For starters, it's very long, and it throws white bricks around like they are absolutely smarties. That door there is a shortcut, but there's a very good reason why I didn't use it. The reason I didn't use it is because it is a pain to unlock, and it's not that useful. You can go down the centre of that circular bit in the minimap that you'll see, but in exchange then you miss out on a wide variety. You miss out on the opportunity to get 3 white bricks, and on this track you need to be warp turboing pretty much constantly, which is why I have struggled so far to get going. Rocket Racer Run, this race, this circuit, really varies in difficulty depending on a huge number of factors. Right now, I'm I'm struggling quite a bit because I'm caught up in amongst all the other racers. It's possible to have this be a complete easy fluke victory because Rocket Racer gets stuck among them all. I really need to get some luck here because I keep getting caught, can't really get any white bricks, and I can't really get going either. But it's a really fun little challenge Rocket Racer run. It's a little bit singular in terms of theme, but I really like this sci-fi theme and the mixture of red and blue colours. I think that's really awesome. Yeah, as I say, this circuit can be really easy and it can be really hard. I'm very close to Rocket Racer. If I can get one more white brick, I reckon that I can catch him. It's going to be really tight though. Oh god, yes, green. Okay, can I do this? Can I do this in my first recorded take? This would be so nice. I say first recorded take. It did take me several... Shit, he's overtaken me. Come on, come on, come on. Warp turbo, warp turbo. I'm in front of him. Come on, come on. Yes! We've beaten Rocket Racer. First recorded take. Can't believe it. I honest to God, after that first lap, I was ready to cancel it. I honestly thought we wouldn't make it. So let's enjoy the final cutscene. Well, final us standing on top of a number 1 and having fireworks. And then... 1999 era 2D balloons. Congratulations! I knew you had it in you, mate! Sounds like he's from the north of England. You're worthy of this prize. We've won the Rocket Racer car set. Not much more to it. You're the greatest LEGO racing champion of all time! Until the sequel. There we go. We have beaten LEGO Racers, and now we can enjoy the credits. It's worth pointing out one thing about High Voltage Software. They made a lot of licensed games in the early 2000s, but they've also made some decent games of their own. They were the developers behind the Conduit, the shooter on the Wii. So I just thought that was worth pointing out. As for this game, I genuinely do love this game. I mentioned this in the Baron von Baron episode when I thought I was being quite negative. And the main reason I love it is because it really fully explores its own concept. The character creator and car building section is honestly the best I've played in any game because it's really fluid and intuitive, and it has a great deal of variety. Considering that you only have 12 car sets, you can combine them and make lots of really unique and interesting things. And there are only 13 tracks in the game, admittedly, but each of those tracks is different and interesting. Note the completely unnecessary apostrophe on girls software there. Think if it was a correct apostrophe, it'd be after the S. That was my inner grammar Nazi kicking in. But yeah, every track in the game is unique and different. I mean, there are 2 tracks with a pirate theme, but I said in the Gypsy Moth episode, you've got Imperial Grand Prix, which is bright and happy, and then you've got Pirate Skull Pass, which is dark and very, as I say, reminiscent of Pirates of the Caribbean. Completely different. So yeah, I think that's one of the really good things about this game, is that there's so much variety. And even though it was 1999 and the graphics have in certain ways not aged very well, I'm particularly thinking of the skyboxes, which are a bit dodgy, I think that it really looks good for the era. You know, it's bright and colourful and they really get a lot out of it. Special thanks to all of the children who gave their valuable input during the development of this title. We ignored you all. Not entirely certain how long this... There we go. The credit sequence is over. So what is there now to do? Well, I'll quickly show off Rocket Racer's car set and Rocket Racer himself, who now turns up amongst our available people. He's at the other end. Terribly sorry. There we go. Where is Rocket Racer? This is the one problem. They kind of hide the bosses completely arbitrarily, and it's quite difficult to find where they are. There we go. Okay, nobody really cares about trousers. Make license. Build car. So here's Rocket Race. Here's Rocket Racer's car set. Looks rather cool. There's Quick Build 1. And there's Quick Build 2. The only problem with the Rocket Racer car set is it has that random bit on the front with Rocket Racer on it, which kind of makes it difficult to do for role-playing. Rocket Racer's car set is mostly sort of very clinical, lots of stuff, but the Easter egg, the little Easter egg, which I rather like, is there is a brick in his car set shaped like a pizza. which is pretty fun, I think. There's number 1, you've got these massive turbines which you just stick on the side of the car, you've got these. Yeah, there you go, that's the last of all the 12 car sets. And with that, my Let's Play of LEGO Racers is finished. I hope you've all enjoyed it. I have to admit that I've been sort of learning while I've been making this, which is why, for instance, episode 5 had a lot of problems with the audio codec, for which I apologise. But if you have had fun, then thank you very much for watching, and I hope you join me on my next project, which we will see what that is. Until next time, goodbye.